You're standing at the wet market, there's a bundle of Kangkong going for 50 cents, and you're wondering if you can share some with your rabbit. The short answer is yes, but how you introduce it is the part that catches people out, and getting it wrong gives your bun a genuinely bad night. Quick note before the greens. I'm a rabbit owner, not a vet. Everything here is about everyday feeding of a healthy rabbit, and if yours is already unwell or has a sensitive stomach, check with a rabbit-savvy vet before you change the diet. Here's the plan. Whether Kangkong is actually safe, the Singapore greens you can buy cheaply and feed often, the ones to go easy on, and how to add any new green without upsetting their gut. So, Kangkong. Water spinach, the same leaves that go into a plate of sambal Kangkong. Yes, rabbits can eat it. It's mostly water, it's nice and leafy, and most buns love the stuff. The one catch is that it sits a little higher in oxalates, the same group as spinach, so it's a sometimes green rather than an everyday base. Think a few leaves in a mix, not a whole bundle on its own. The simplest way to think about greens is two buckets. There's your everyday base, the gentle leafy stuff you can feed every day, and your rotation greens, the stronger or higher oxalate ones you sprinkle in a couple of times a week. Kangkong sits in that second bucket. The good news for us in Singapore is that the cheap, everyday greens at any wet market or NTUC are mostly excellent rabbit food. Xiaoben since that whole family of mild Chinese greens, romaine lettuce and fresh herbs like coriander, parsley, basil, and mint. These can make up the daily leafy part of the bowl. A couple of things people get wrong. Iceberg lettuce isn't dangerous, it's just mostly water with almost no nutrition, so it's a waste of bowl space. And the bok choy and Chinese cabbage family is perfectly fine in small amounts, but it can be a bit gassy. So treat those as rotation greens, not the daily base. Two things that are specific to feeding rabbits here. 1. Wash everything well. Wet market and supermarket greens can carry pesticide and grit, and the proper rinse under the tap sorts that out. 2. Our humidity wilts greens fast, so buy small and fresh rather than stocking a week of greens that turn slimy in the fridge. And this is the part that matters more than any single vegetable. Add one new green at a time in a small amount and watch their poop for a day or two before it becomes regular. If the droppings stay firm and normal, you're good. If they go soft or stop, take that green back out and you've just learned something about your own rabbit. The thing that outranks every green on this list is hay. Greens are the supporting act here. Unlimited grass hay is the actual main meal. It's what keeps a rabbit's gut moving and their teeth worn down. The greens make the bowl interesting. The hay is what keeps them well. So to bring it together, yes to Kangkong as a rotation green, not a daily bundle. Build the everyday greens out of the mild cheap stuff we all have access to here. Wash it properly, add anything new slowly, and let hay do the heavy lifting. If this helped, the website is singaporerabbit.com. There's a free weekly digest, one short email of practical seasonal rabbit things, and a directory of rabbit-savvy vets across Singapore for the day you actually need one. Next, I'll go vet by vet on what neutering and spaying a rabbit actually costs here, because the price swings more than you'd expect. Subscribe so you catch it, and give your bun a sprig of coriander from me.